No one who has any feeling of the sublime can be disappointed. The enormous size and height of the trees, the extraordinary creepers and climbers which wind around them, hanging in long festoons, curling and twisting on the ground like great serpents, and many other novel features which, taken all together, surpass description, and produce feelings in the beholder of admiration and awe. Alfred Russel Wallace.
To those who love nature, few places hold power and allure equal to that of Amazonia. Inspired narratives of early naturalists, stories told by 16th century conquistadors describe a world that exists today in the same beautiful and primeval state. Expeditions to the headwaters of the Amazon were both wondrous and daunting for these explorers. Even today's travelers expect to sacrifice many comforts to experience Earth's greatest wilderness. But imagine an experience that combines the excitement of legendary voyages with extraordinary comfort and classic elegance. Imagine the greatest voyage in natural history. From origins high in the snow-capped Andes Mountains, great rivers form and surge into a basin as big as the United States. Converging, they create the mightiest of all rivers, Amazon. Our voyage penetrates the richest biological region of this vast river system. Embarking from the lively jungle port of Iquitos, Peru, we push upriver toward the confluence of the Rio Ucayali and the Rio Marañón, inception of the Amazon River. From here we chart a course for even more remote waters and rainforests. Through narrow blackwater tributaries and forest trails immersed in tropical wilderness, you can at last begin to comprehend the Amazon's unparalleled diversity of fauna and flora. One-third of the world's 8,600 species of birds inhabit the Amazon rainforest. A record number of New World primate species occur in the region traversed by the voyage. The Amazon supports the widest variety of butterfly fauna. The sight of the enormous iridescent blue morpho will not be forgotten. Elusive mammals thrive in the most remote accesses of the rainforest, beyond the reach of man, their chief predator. Reptiles and amphibians flourish here. Steeped in local legend, river dolphins are frequently encountered along the voyage route. This is also a place of special peoples, where Stone Age cultures still dwell, isolated deep in the forest. While the voyage makes no attempt to reach such tribes, small settlements of ribereños, or river people, welcome us as we voyage past or stop to visit them and learn about their way of life. Throughout this experience, your senses are aroused by screeching parrots, roaring howler monkeys, the fragrance of flowers, rain, and dense vegetation, smiles of local children, the nightly orchestration of myriad frogs and katydids, and by the warmth that incubates all life in this verdant realm. Not only will your adventure be fascinating, you'll be pleased with the classic style of travel that you chose. On board our intimate vessels, accommodations are grand, featuring spacious air-conditioned cabins, each with private bath. Delicious meals, meticulously prepared, are served in an atmosphere of casual elegance against a scenic panorama. Up top on the sprawling observation deck, passengers enjoy incredible sightseeing by day and stargazing by night. The top deck is also an ideal spot for relaxation and shared activities. While you're served by a courteous and able-bodied crew, our expert guides are your living link to the natural and cultural heritage of this extraordinary environment. Adept at spotting and interpreting wildlife, these local naturalists create an experience which fulfills our purpose to understand and appreciate the rainforest. Getting to the Peruvian Amazon is surprisingly easy. A little over 4 hours by a non-stop jet service from the U.S. You board the vessel in Iquitos the same evening you depart Miami. Few moments in life can rival your first awakening in the Amazon rainforest, deep within remote equatorial South America. From here on, your week is filled with wonder, absorbing sights and sounds, exploring in depth the most biodiverse region on the planet, by riverboat, special excursion craft, and on foot along established trails. Once back in Iquitos, you can explore this colorful frontier town. 2,300 miles from the Atlantic, it is the world's most inland seaport. Here, overlooking the Amazon, you can reflect upon your unforgettable experience, the greatest voyage in natural history.
This really is an adventure. This is not a cruise in the true sense. You have the comforts of a cruise, but it's really the adventure that makes it special. This sort of builds, and each day you seem to look forward to what's going to happen tomorrow.
Like I said, Marty, the reason why I think is just because the river is getting smaller and smaller every day.
Just being able to go out in the boat and see the wildlife, those birds. You saw those birds this morning.
Take me off.
Yeah, the birds. As you're going through, all the birds just take off, and oh, it was just like, couldn't believe you were there, really. There's thousands, probably 1,000 birds.
Right, you've got the beauty, the lushness of the islands, the warmth of the islands, but you have that little extra. And the little extra is that whole natural experience.
I think more people are concerned about whether they're going to get sick or whether they can drink the water than perhaps the wildlife. Because if you can't enjoy yourself, you can't enjoy the wildlife. And nobody on this boat's had a problem with water. The food's been terrific, and we've eaten anything we've wanted with no problem. Same as home.